16 things that immediately catch men's attention toward women. You see her in tons of movies, magazines, and commercials. The perfect woman that every man is supposedly after. But guess what, ladies? Guys aren't looking for unrealistic perfection. In fact, there are only a couple of small details we pay attention to when we see you. Want to find out what they are? Then keep on watching. But first, don't forget that we have tons of helpful and informative videos coming out every single day on the bright side of life. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Okay, back to the little things that can make or break a man's first impression of you. Starting with number 16. Perfume. Experts know that your sense of smell is closely connected with your memory, so it's no wonder that a pleasant and intriguing perfume can make a lasting impression on us. And surveys agree. Guys really do pay attention to how a woman smells. Just don't go too crazy with your favorite scents. Too much of a good thing can be a little too pungent. The universal rule of less is more goes for fragrances as well. Number 15. Nail polish. A lot of women like to have perfectly manicured nails, and some even consider it an extremely important detail for catching a guy's attention. But is it really true? Well, as far as nail polish is concerned, most guys just have their own individual preference. A lot of us don't even notice it, while others consider it a nice touch to a woman's overall look. Now, we do notice if your nails are trimmed and clean, but it's not like that's a deal breaker or anything. However, there's one thing most men agree on. Extremely long nails or super bright polish aren't that attractive. Most of us prefer nails painted in a nude color or the simple but elegant French manicure. 14. Eyebrows. Like most trends, the ones surrounding eyebrows are ever-changing. Nowadays, the fashion and cosmetic industries seem to be pushing the bushy but sharp look, which can make some women with really light or thin eyebrows feel the need to draw theirs on thick. As for us guys, we're not all that drawn to this fad, especially when brows are painted on too intensively. But the truth is, we rarely even pay attention to this detail of your appearance. Sure, beautifully done eyebrows can frame a face nicely and bring out your eyes. But from our point of view, there's no need to stress out about them. 13. Eyelashes. Long, thick eyelashes are another thing a lot of women strive for. And if most ladies agree that it looks gorgeous, guys' opinions are actually divided. Half of us think that false eyelashes or extensions are outstanding and make a woman look more feminine and sweet. Yet, according to surveys, the other half say that they look too obvious and unnatural, which is a complete turn-off. So, it looks like it just depends on the quality of the lashes or the extensions you get. Considering the fact that most of us know literally nothing about this kind of stuff, it probably won't be hard for you to fool us here. Number 12. Makeup. Alright, we've mentioned brows and lashes, so we might as well talk about makeup on a whole. You can probably guess by now that most men say they like a bare face. However, surveys show that guys who say they prefer no makeup are actually drawn to the so-called no makeup look. Real eyelashes with carefully and minimally applied mascara, natural eyebrows, a hint of blush, and soft-colored lips. See, it's easy to fool us. In our minds, we just want to see your real beauty, not a bright or heavy mask. But if you're a makeup lover, then you just keep doing you. Besides, it's only makeup, and it washes off at the end of the day, right? 11. Minor breakouts. Oh, I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with acne and occasional pimples. Not unless you're one of those lucky few that are blessed with perfect skin. So, ladies, we absolutely get it. Zits suck. And we're not going to judge you for having them. Of course, guys do pay attention to how your skin looks, and we will notice that pimple on your nose. It's just not something we'd focus on. After all, it's only temporary, right? However, some men, and let's be honest, women too, automatically associate serious skin issues with poor hygiene. I know. Acne can be hormonal and have nothing to do with what you eat or how well you wash your face. I didn't say the association was right, I just said it exists. Still, it shouldn't be a reason for you to put yourself down. If your acne keeps you from living your best life, be sure to see a dermatologist. They'll do what they can to get you on the road to flawless skin and better self-confidence. Number 10. Legs that aren't perfectly smooth. Picture it. A woman is running to the bathroom to shave her legs as fast as she can while brushing her teeth in preparation for a date. Sound like every rom-com you've ever seen? Again, the idea that a woman should have perfectly smooth legs is one of those things you're constantly fed by the media, but doesn't really matter all that much to us dudes. Ladies, we're perfectly cool with a little leg stubble. For most of us, it doesn't really matter whether or not they're smooth visually or to the touch. So if you're not a big fan of shaving your legs frequently, or if your leg hair grows faster than bamboo, don't stress about it. Your man probably won't care the slightest bit. Number 9. Dirty shoes. With fall just around the corner, get ready for sweaters, pumpkin spice lattes, and dirty shoes. And unlike all the previous things, there's nothing attractive about them, right? Well, in general, dirty shoes don't evoke any strong feelings of irritation among men. So if it's not something completely out of the ordinary, we won't pay attention to it. But we're not blind. So, like anybody else, we will notice if your shoes are way too muddy. And, as you can probably guess, it certainly won't leave a good first impression. Number 8. Wrinkled clothes. Just like with dirty shoes, we usually don't focus our attention on whether or not you ironed your clothes today. But that doesn't mean your crush won't notice it if it happens regularly. Plus, wrinkly clothes don't really flatter anyone, male or female, don't you think? I mean, surveys shows that both men or women see it as a sign of how well groomed a person is. So make sure to take care of not only yourself, but your things as well. Number 7. Worn out clothes. While we're on the topic of clothes, let's talk about the faded and worn out things. If you were wondering what the male point of view on this is, a lot of guys admit that they've never even thought of it before, and it's not necessarily something they notice. Others, however, say that they interpret wearing old clothes as a sign that a woman doesn't really care about how she looks. How do you guys feel about faded or torn clothes? Is it a deal breaker for you? Sound off in the comments. Number 6. Stretch marks. If stretch marks are something to be ashamed of according to society's rulebook on how to be perfect, then we guys sure aren't aware of it. Some men out there don't even have a clue as to what stretch marks are because they don't even notice them. And even those who do see them state that they don't think of stretch marks as something bad or gross. So don't worry about this one either. Your body looks amazing, stretch marks or not. Number 5. A little belly. Ladies, you don't have to suck it in. If you think that men care about the size of your belly, that's much further from the truth than you think. In reality, 90% of guys aren't worried about a little pooch and never even pay attention to it if a woman has one. Of course, a lot of men do appreciate a woman that takes care of her figure, but a perfectly flat stomach isn't that big of a deal for us. All body shapes and sizes are beautiful as long as you feel comfortable and confident in your own skin. Number 4. Hair that wasn't washed today. Ah, yes. We're all guilty of skipping a wash every now and then. Plus, shampooing your hair every single day is bad for it. So again, we don't really pay that much attention if your hair doesn't look like it was washed today. If you took a shower the day before but your hair still looks fresh and clean, then there's no problem. But of course, if it appears really greasy and obviously overdue for a wash, then we'll definitely notice this. Just like the rest of the human population. And no, that won't give you any extra points in the attractiveness department. Number 3. Beautiful lingerie. Of course, not too many guys would be appalled by beautiful lingerie, but that doesn't mean you need to go out and buy the most expensive little Victoria's Secret number you can find. It just needs to look nice. So yeah, your guy will appreciate a sexy lace panty and bra set. Just don't forget one simple but crucial thing. Whether you're in sexy lingerie or lounging around in a sports bra and boxer brief, your guy should find you irresistible no matter what. The main focus should always be on you. Number 2. Swearing. When it comes to swearing, every man has his own opinion. Some guys feel that cussing doesn't really suit women. But do bad words really suit anybody? That's the question. The more open-minded sorts don't really mind if their wives or girlfriends express themselves naturally with some curse words, especially when the situation calls for it. What's she supposed to say when she stubs her toe on that end table? Holy moly, that isn't very pleasant? F no. As for constant swearing, not that many men find it cool. So, just like with a lot of other things, it's different for everybody. Again, you do you. Number 1. Smoking. Smoking, like cursing, is another bad habit for both men and women. So it may come as no surprise that 80% of guys confess that they don't like it when a woman smokes. Others, as you can guess, are fine with it. Plus, there's one more group of men who are very particular about it. As long as a woman doesn't smoke in her car, then it's okay. Weird, but to each his own. And that's pretty much all you need to know about how to make the perfect first impression on a guy without having to be TV perfect. All these factors influence our opinion as a whole. So let's say a woman wears dirty shoes and wrinkled clothing, has unkempt nails, cusses like a sailor, and smokes. Well, our first thoughts certainly wouldn't be great. But if a woman has only 1 or 2 of these traits, it's alright. For us, being yourself and having a positive outlook on life make any woman 10 times more attractive. So stick to that and you'll be just fine. Did we miss any other things that guys notice about girls? And what about the other way around? What immediately catches a woman's attention in a man? Let us know down in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your gal pals. And for more bright side excitement in your life, be sure to subscribe and join the family. Until next time.